Hey everybody, welcome back to Atomic Hillbilly Garage. So new toy in the staple here, 1985 Dodge Ram. This is a W150, I guess they call it, because it's four-wheel drive. Anyways, factory 360 4-barrel truck and long bed. I'm a long bed guy, so I love it. I just bought it. It is rust free, and the cool thing with this thing is it's not only a toy, this is going to become my daily driver. If you follow my channel at all, I've got a 2008 Dodge Ram, and well, that's it sitting over there. 425,000 miles on the original motor. Still runs like a top, but the rear axle is shot in it, the front suspension shot in it. I actually bought a front suspension kit to put in it, just never could find the downtime to put that in there, so it's piled up in my garage for, who knows, maybe another Ram that I buy somewhere downstream. It still runs like a champ, so that is going to become a donor for one of the projects I'm working on at the shop in town, my buddy's warehouse. This is going to become my daily driver. For now, I'm going to work on it, tinker with it, make it a better runner driver. It does run great. It drives pretty good. It's a little loud. It's got dual exhaust on it, a little louder than what I like. So that's something I'm probably going to take care of downstream, but it is a good, clean truck. They pulled the carpet out of it. The floor's got no rust. Some of the things that, like that, ooh, look at that. It's like it's broke, man. So I got to dig into that, find out what I got to do. I'm assuming there's some kind of little spring in there that gives that some pressure. Seats are actually in pretty nice shape, even under the covers. Not bad at all. And door panels, yeah, you know, typical for these Rams. Clear coat coming off, typical. But again, I love the truck. It's got new tires on it. It's got the factory hood ornament, which you've seen already. But yeah, it's got bumps, it's got bruises, but again, it is what I plan on just tinkering with, driving around here, around town here. And there's obnoxious 1 and obnoxious 2 right there, and these things are loose. That one is anyways. This one is still fairly rigid. That one, the welds broke loose on it. But again, it's got multiple things that I'm going to have to tinker with and fix it up to get it a little more dependable. But for driving around town, she's going to do just fine the way she is. So I will pop the hood, show you one of the first things I'm going to tackle on this thing. And it's minor. But hopefully this truck's going to give me the ability to give you a little bit more content on my channel and just show you some of the things that I'm going to fix up on here. And while I get the hood open, yeah. So again, factory 360 4-barrel. You can see it. I ain't got my glasses on. I think it says right there 5.9 liter. Anyways, can't really read it because again, I ain't got my spectacles on. But one of the first things that I noticed is this hose or something right here is seeping, so it is leaking some antifreeze out here. I bought a hose off of for this replacement yesterday, so that's going to be one of the very first things I do is try to take care of that and check all of the levels on this thing. She's got fluid in it. She's down a little bit, but it's got some in there, so that's better than none. It was full on oil when I picked it up. I've not checked it since I got home. I did start it a little while ago, moved it over here, and I don't have a rag with me to check it, but some wiring over here that I kind of questioned, and he said, they eliminated this little duck bill or duck foot, like an inline fuse that they had on it. So everything seems to work on the truck with the exception of turn signals. Couldn't get turn signals to work. I got brake lights, got headlights, got tail lights, so most of that stuff is a-okay. Let's hop in her and fire her up. And again, I started it a little while ago, but didn't take much to get her cranked. Hey, got a cool stereo. And keys for the pickup, just in case you were confused. And don't tread on me, man. But let's check her out. She lets out a little puff when you crank her up, so I think it probably needs some valve guide seals, but you know, some of the typical trim that deteriorates over time is missing from the truck. But the dash is in fantastic shape. All the gauges, the speedo works. The heat hand seems to work. The fuel hand, questionable. I put some fluid in it. Oil pressure gauge, well, let's hope that that's not functioning properly because it's down on the peg there. She's cool. I like it. Had a great time driving this thing home. It's been a while since I drove an old Ram like this, and I absolutely loved driving this thing home. It was just cool. Red wasp down there, that came flying out from under the dash on me the other day. There was red wasp in here when I was driving this thing home. So let me show you guys this. This, if you can see that gap there, like that's crazy on this truck. Let me cut her off. Like over here, it seals up good and tight. Got a little bit of a gap on the rubber around the vent window, which, you know, that's kind of normal shrinkage. Same thing here. This one is shrunk substantially. So somewhere downstream, before I put carpet in this thing, I'm going to have to get these seals sealed up, get this cab sealed up. But let me show you this thing, man. If you look, that thing, I mean, you can see right through the cab. You can see daylight through there. Hopefully I'm showing you where daylight is, but that gap is crazy. And all the body lines line up. This door has a little bit of a dent in it, but nothing crazy that would have caused this to buckle out like this. And you know, you can push it and kind of get it where it needs to go. But anyway, if you guys have any experience with this and how to remedy that, if there is a remedy for it, by all means, please put a comment in the comment section down below, and I will try to get that taken care of as soon as possible. But yeah, you can see here what a gap we got there. So it did rain pretty hard the other day, and there was a little bit of water in here. I didn't come out here and mop it up, but there was it's already dried up here. There was just a little bit down in the channels here, but you know, again, you can see it's got some surface rust, you know, where the feet were at and the wet and all that, but it is still rock solid. So with that said and done, guys, hopefully I'm gonna have a lot of content on this thing. Hopefully not too much content because I want to drive it. So, but again, it's gonna be my around the town bomb, pulling my enclosed trailer. I got a little landscape trailer I intend to pull with it, so that's kind of really what her duties are, primarily here around town, hauling stuff to the dump, picking up some goodies when I find them here local. And maybe, just maybe, eventually we'll get her running and driving well enough where we can take her on a little road trip. I ain't gonna get crazy because probably gets about 8 miles to the gallon. But regardless, new toy, new videos, new content. Got one coming soon for cleanup and stuff on the Cutlass, and so watch for that coming up, guys. If you haven't done so yet, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification button. Do all that fun stuff for my channel to help my channel continue to grow, and I'm hoping to get you some content on a regular basis. See you guys real soon. See you later. Bye.